I'm your friendly neighborhood Endman64, and I'm bringing you the next episode of Pokemon Scarlet. In the last episode, we made our decision to start our journey on the west side of Mesagoza, where we will go to the town of Cortando to see if we can get our first gym badge. Outside of that, we've been basically just perusing ourselves, trying to catch some Pokemon. We succeeded in those endeavors. We caught ourselves a Starly, a Mareep, a Maschiff, and a Tadbulb, while our Buggette evolved into Vivillon, which is not bad, if I do say so myself. On our team right now, we have Doug, Caramel, Robin, Don Duck, Peter Parker, and Skips. Now, none of these Pokemon, except for Don Duck, are going to be here for the long haul. And yeah, that's pretty much it. None of the Pokemon are going to be there for the long haul. I'm just hoping that we can get some interesting Pokemon to see along the way. And after doing a little bit of research, I'm unfortunately locked away from being able to get the Pokemon that I want, unless I can avoid some wild Pokemon encounters on the other side of this area. Topic. I thought that was a weird Pokemon. Because that Pokemon is blocked off by Pokemon that I can't catch yet. I can beat them, but I can't catch them yet. Those are the rules of the game, and I don't mind. I mean, I do kind of mind, but it's like, what the hell am I going to do about it? Scream. Ooh, a Pokédoll. A doll that attracts the attention of Pokemon that will allow me to escape from any battle. I'll take that. Unfortunately, we cannot swim yet, so we still cannot swim. We still cannot go into the water. This is the first of the... Oh. Well, what do you know? I'm sorry. Wrong button. Wrong button. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying... Can you go away? I didn't ask for you. Shoo. 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 I already have one. What I'm looking for is, first, I have a bunch of ethers, which I'll need to use one on to get Mudslap. Because, as you can see behind me, we've got a mascot to catch. We got a Pikachu to catch. Pikachu is, well, Pikachu. Electric type, very fast, doesn't do too much else. If you wanted it to be like a supremely powerful member of your team, you're probably better off with any of the other electric types you've had in the game. As of this point, as an option, Mareep, Pawmi, even Pachirisu has its uses. It's not that Pikachu is terrible or anything, it's just that, well, there really isn't much Pikachu can do that another electric type can't. I mean, it's nice that Raichu can learn Surf because of a joke in the Pokemon Yellow intro, but okay. Not the end of the world. We caught it. And Doug leveled up, which is good. When it is angered, it immediately discharges the energy stored in its pouches in its cheeks. Sure, why not? What do we always name our female Pikachus? After my favorite member of Organization 13. Larxene, who we're not done with yet because we got to see her in Kingdom Hearts 3. Yes, she appears in Kingdom Hearts 3. But we got ourselves a Pikachu, and that's what matters. Now, here's the first of the Terra thingamajiggers that we get to see, the crystals. All around Paldea, you may spot gleaming crystals emitting brilliant beams of light. If you investigate one, you'll be able to take on a Terra Raid battle and try to defeat a powerful Pokemon. In Terra Raid battles, you will work together with other trainers to battle powerful Terra Pokemon. You can battle alongside faraway friends while you're in online mode, or nearby friends with you're in offline mode. These battles will pit you against Terra Pokemon with rare Terra types. If you and your allies can work together to defeat the Terra Pokemon, you'll have a chance to catch it and also get special items. Our first up is Shellder, which is Flying type, which means I will not be able to hit it with Doug. Which means I need an electric type. We got Balboa as an option. We got Coco as an option. We got Bobby as an option. So yeah, we're gonna give, let's give Balboa his shot. Our first chance to be able to catch a Terra Pokemon and Shellder at this point. Shellder What can you say about Shellder and Cloyster, its evolved form? It has becomes one of the biggest tanks in the game. High physical defense, extremely low special defense. It also has great abilities. Shell armor blocking it from taking major damage. On top of that, it's got a lot of other things going its way. We got a good team here. Especially if Growlithe can do Intimidate. In a Terra Raid battle, you'll try to defeat a Terra Pokemon within a time limit. If your Pokemon is knocked out, it will be revived after a while, but you'll also take a time penalty, so try to avoid letting your Pokemon faint if you can. You can also perform a special action in Terra Raid battles, cheering. By cheering for your side, you can do things like boosting the stats of your Pokemon on your side or helping them recover their health. You can perform cheers 3 times per battle. Alright. Intimidate lowered its attack, so let's see what Thundershock will do. Supersonic means it's faster, and it's gonna hit me, especially if I hurt myself in Confusion. Ooh, but it's burned, so that's good. Please shoot. Thank you. Let's see how much damage it does. Ooh, nice. Good bit of damage for level 1. First things first, let's go with a cheer. Oh, nope, no, wrong one. Cheer. There we go. We're going to do the heal up cheer here, which will cure us all of, give us a little bit of buff health, and it will cure us of status ailments, which is a good thing. And since its attack is down from its burn and Growlithe's Intimidate, Shellder is pretty much screwed here, which means we'll have successfully beaten our first raid as long as Supersonic doesn't do that again. Terrific. Oh, God. Thundershock? Thundershock my buns? Thundershock my buns? Thank you. Good job, Balboa. And we got a Shellder, which we're going to catch, obviously, because we don't own one yet. I'm going to catch you, put you right in a Pokeball. Now, every time you catch a Pokemon, you beat a Terra Raid Pokemon, no matter what happens, your Pokemon will always be caught if you catch it. Because you've beaten it and you've worn it down to the point where it cannot fight anymore. So as a result, this Shellder, no matter what happens, is ours. Now there is a handful of Terra Raid Pokemon that you cannot beat early on, or that you cannot catch the way that you'd want them to, but we don't have to worry about that too much just yet. We succeeded in our first Terra Raid, and that's all that matters. Oh, good lord. It's getting late, and I have almost no gigabytes of memory left on this thing. Good lord. But we catch Shellder, and that's what matters. It is encased in a shell that is harder than diamond. Inside, however, it's surprisingly tender. No nickname for you, because I really can't think of one. I mean, I can think of one, but I think it's inappropriate. And I don't think we can name it that anymore. Thanks to Nintendo deciding we can't name things fun names anymore. No swimming for us just yet. We gotta take care of some Titans first. Pokeball. Let's see. Looking for anything that might pique my fancy. It's specifically Pokemon. I know most of the Pokemon we have access to at this point in the game. Oh, hello. Is that Strudel again? Oh, good lord. Oh, well. I wanted something useful, but Strudel won't do. I don't care. I honestly thought that that was a different Pokemon. Unfortunately, my eyesight is terrible, so I guess you'll just have to get used to this. Oh, speaking of glitches, we had a terrestrialized Pokemon right there for us to battle, and it just disappeared. Got a bunch of Awakenings, a Persianberry, and you are a Great Ball, and a Pichu. Nope, can't make jumps, super high jumps yet. Yes, Koraidon will be able to do pretty much anything you want it to moving forward after this. But only after you've completed all of the Herba Mystica challenges with Arven. Which is why I said if you want to 100% beat the game, you have to complete every single mission. Now, how the hell do I get up? Hey, Pikachu. Yeah, how the hell do I get up? It's a good question. Ooh, disarming voice. Another a fairy type move. Cool. How the hell do I get up? Are you telling me I came down all the way down here and I can't get back up? Game, that would be a horrific... Oh, there it is. I was about to say, that would be horrific game design. I already had to deal with that once. I don't want to deal with that again. Over you. Oh, Choodle. Oh, Choodle. You silly goose. Who's the next Pokemon that's going to fully evolve? I think a lot of our Pokemon going forward are Pokemon that'll evolve in the mid-20s to 30s. So I guess the next Pokemon we're going to take care of would be a Pokemon that would be joining the team no matter what. Which stinks, because then we're basically going to be stuck with using Pokemon that, you know, I can't really do much with for a while. And I won't be able to complete the Pokedex. That's the only grinding I'll have to do. That's a good thing. Anyway, this is Knackley. Knackley is the Geodude of this game. Not terrible, but since it doesn't have the rock ground type, it's not super weak to water. But as it's a rock type, and I'm not overly fond of too many rock types, it's really not a supremely good Pokemon. For me, personally. I mean, if you want to use it, that's fine. I have my issues with rock types. Basically, the only 100% accurate rock type moves are Smackdown and Power Gem, with Smackdown not being the best move in terms of strength, and Power Gem being special, which is... Ugh, don't even get me started. It was born in a layer of rock salt deep under the earth. This species was particularly treasured in the old days as they would share precious salt. Oh, it's a female, and I can't even name it Endman. So I will have to name it after the Queen of Salt, Messiah Nella, whom I also named one of my Dream Eaters after. And that is another Pokemon quad. Good lord. We are doing really good. At least in the Pokemon catching department. Oh, that's a Mareep. How cute it is. Young Goose. Got some battles coming up, which is good. We could use the experience. And we're right by Cortando already. Good gracious. Oh! I can't catch that one, at least. Diglett. No. Catch the... Thank you. You caught the Combi off guard. For the love of God, please? Of course not. Alright, fine. Okay, fine. Fine. I'll catch you. Because there's another gimmick of Pokemon that I have to show you guys for a bit. It'll be very funny. Especially if it works out like I think it might. So first things first, we're going to catch ourselves. Why do I keep doing that? It's literally the X button, you moron. We're going to catch ourselves a Combi. I was hoping for a female, but you'll do. We can come back and catch Vespiquen later, if we want. Unfortunately, it'll basically rip us apart right now, because we are no match for this thing. At night, Combi sleep in a group of about 100, packed closely together in a lump. Nope. You don't need a nickname. Alright. One more. Let's see if you can be a female. I need that female. I really need that female. Which is funny because there's another Pokemon that I'm contemplating using for my team where I actually need a male. And I'm gonna have everyone going, oh, that man's sexist. Alright, yeah. You are no match for this thing, Doug. Allow me to take care of this in the way I do best. Robin, sick 'em. Is that a Kricketot? Oh, it's 2 Cricketots. Cool. I'll appreciate that. Lord knows we could use them. Just for the team, at least. Excuse me. How dare you? First of all, how dare. Second of all, you. That was rude. Oh, the Pokemon Center's right behind this tree. Okay. Okay, so we got some Combi honey. Oh, Kricketot. Okay. Let's see. First things first, heal Doug. Yeah, Doug is really underachieving, not gonna lie here. Alright, this is Kricketot. Kricketot was once one of the most useless bug types in the game. It has since improved dramatically since they've actually let it learn a few moves since Gen 4. In particular, Struggle Bug. It's better than Bide, though. Literally anything's better than just having Bide as an attacking move. It still evolves at a low enough level, so if you want a Kricketune, it's really not too difficult of evolution to worry about. In fact, if you're going to be running through the game as much as I am, chances are you're probably going to want to catch one just to fill up the pages of the Pokedex anyway. Which is probably what we're going to be doing for a little bit here. And, oh my god, is Don Duck going to evolve? Or did they change the level ups? I don't remember. Its legs are short. Whenever it stumbles, its stiff antenna clack with a xylophone-like sound. Would you like to give your Pokemon a nickname? Sure. We'll call you Cricky. Why? I don't know. Send the boxes. That's Kricketot. Thank you. And yes, Don Duck is evolving, and we haven't even been to this. Haven't even been to the first gym yet. I'll take it. My little fabulous duck becomes an even more fabulous duck. Look at that head. That pump is beautiful, Quaxwell. That is a beautiful head of hair you got there, Chief. These Pokemon constantly run through shallow waters to train their legs, then compete with each other to see which of them kicks most gracefully. Thank you. Alright, I now have a beefy Pokemon to use for a little bit. That's not the one I'm looking for, is it? I don't think so. I think it's the olive one. Yes, it is! Smoliv. Smoliv is the Oddish of Gen 9, in that it's a decent Pokemon, levels up a little late, but it's still a pretty solid Grass-type Pokemon all around. I think it's going to absolutely rip through Doug, though, so I just want to get as much damage in on it as I can to prevent it from basically killing me. Smoliv is a pretty useful Pokemon. It has an ability where, after it's summoned, it can bring out an automatic grassy terrain, which is fun. Which I do appreciate. Especially if you want to keep your Pokemon healthy, which with grass types it's kind of important to do. But I appreciate us holding on to a new Pokemon. It's another normal one. Oh my god, it's like Deerling. It protects itself from enemies by emitting oil from the fruit of it on its seed. This oil is bitter and astringent enough to make someone flinch. That is adorable. Actually, you know what? You don't even need a nickname. That Smoliv is adorable. I should just name it Smoliv in general. But it does not remain a small olive, obviously. That would just be silly. Vespiquen. Good lord. Is that Makuhita? Good lord. I'm never going to be able to stop, am I? Makuhita, talk to me, Bubba. Makuhita, otherwise known as Majin Buu. Makuhita is what you'd expect, a fighting-type Pokemon with high health and high attack power. That's pretty much all it's useful for. Not gonna lie, it's useful. It's just not, like, the best Pokemon out there. If you're looking for an early game fighting type, Makuhita could definitely answer that for you. Problem is, basically once you leave Cortando, you're gonna have a ton of good fighting type Pokemon accessible to you. If, especially, you don't have Don Duck, who is ultimately going to become a fighting type that you don't need to even worry about. So if you just want to catch Makuhita for the lulz, then by all means you can. Or you want to catch it just to complete your Pokedex, which also works. Kama wants to learn the move Baby Doll Eyes. A priority status inflicting move? Of course. Of course. Let's go get rid of Tail Whip. Let's get rid of Tail Whip. Not like I'm using it anyway. It grows stronger by enduring harsh training. It is a gutsy Pokemon that can withstand any attack. Which would be funny if it did not have guts for an ability. And we're just gonna call you... Which one I call everyone I have, even if it's not a male. Majin Buu. Send to the boxes, because of course. I don't need it. Thank you for your cooperation, Makuhita, but I don't need it. Good lord. We've wasted so much time. I even missed the Pokemon Center up there. Good gobbledyglooks. I am terrible. But I am going to need that Pokemon Center because we're a little disheveled right now. Let's see if can I get there, or am I going to have to take part? Ooh, a battle. Oh, I got to mug this kid. Sorry. Nothing against you, kid. I just got to mug you here. I need the money. And that's what we'll do to wrap up the episode. I will see if I can find the path to get to the Pokemon Center from here. I should be able to. My navigation skills are somewhat good. Youngster Roy sends out Kricketot. My Fletchling is about to have breakfast. Which, by the way, she levels up at level 17, I found out. You'd think I'd know, considering I use Talonflame all the time, but I guess I'm not paying attention. Yeah, we're still not there yet. Aw, I bet I could have beat you if I evolved my Pokemon. I don't know why you didn't. I mean, it's not like Kricketune is amazing, but it's definitely better than Kricketot. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm your friendly neighborhood N-Man64. We once again made very little progress, but you know what? That's this kind of game. I might have to actually consider expanding to half-hour episodes. Join me next time when we proceed, hopefully, to Cortando, unless I get distracted by shiny things along the way, which tends to happen every now and then. Until we meet again, my lovelies, we're ending on a Lipaberry. Cool. Sayonara.